Hello guys, today we're going to be doing some inverse function and we're going to be determining the inverse function of a rational equation. So, how we do inverse function is we would replace the y and x. Also, you'll see here that when you actually graph this function and its inverse, they'll be symmetrical among the line y equals x. So here's that same function we have over here, and it's going to be that our inverse will be symmetrical to this. So, anyways, let's find the inverse function of y equals 2x plus 3 divided by 3x minus 6. So the first thing we would do is we would switch our x and y. We do, hold on here, just get another brush. So we would do x is equal to 2y plus 3 divided by 3y minus 6, because we're switching out the x and y. And then we will multiply both sides by this denominator. 3y minus 6. We do that to make the equation simpler to solve and to try to clear out the fraction. And we also do that because then if we have y equals 2 in the denominator, then that would cause some problems. Like if we're multiplying 0 times x, there's no use in solving this equation. So we multiply both sides and we distribute 3y to the x and the negative 5 to the x. We get 3xy. I'll rearrange the y and x. 3xy minus 5x is equal to 2y plus 3. Now here's where a little tricky part comes in. It's not like regular solving equations, but there's this special step that you need to do that once you solve it, it'll be really easy. And the part what we want to do is we want to take all the y's to the place where we have an xy, because we want this side to be all y's and this side to be all x's. So we would do two operations here. First, we would do the subtract 2y. Subtract 2y. Okay, and you'll see why we subtract the 2y in a second. And then we want to add the 5x because we don't want any x's here except for this term, which we'll see later. But we want to take out the 5x and put it here. Okay, now, what do we get? So these two cancel out, these two cancel out, and we're left with 3xy minus 2y is equal to 5x plus 3. And the reason why we added the 5x and we still have an x here is because we also have a y term here. We have a y term that's multiplied by this. And that makes it so we could factor out the y. So when we factor out the y, you kind of just multiply 3x minus 2 because we have a 3x times the y and minus 2y. So then we have y times 3x minus 2 is equal to 5x plus 3. So then we divide by 3x minus 2 to isolate that y, and we get y is equal to 5x plus 3 divided by 3x minus 2. this is the inverse of this function. And so what we basically did here is we switched up the x and y and then solved for y. So this term, x equals 2y plus 3 divided by 3y minus 6, is the exact same graph as y equals 5x plus 3 divided by 3x minus 2.